in the anime YouTube. Yeah, we just struggling trying to stay at 1,000 or get to
I haven't even.
it.
I haven't
Right.
even. I barely just started about YouTube. Start the grind back up. It is a grind. Like
It is.
you would like two something, aren't
Yeah,
you? Yeah, you
2.3.
done doubled it
Point 3, man.
on our area. Done doubled it. You're official out here.
Alright. Hey man, I don't consider myself like official till I get at least 10. Then
And
I can, yeah, man. I don't consider myself official,
you
bro.
better jump on the One Piece bandwagon. You trying to get to 10.
Mm, look, I ain't about to sell my soul. I'm not selling my soul, fam.
Nothing wrong with One Piece.
I'm
Great.
not saying
It's a great
I'm not,
series. You know,
not
it's
saying nothing's wrong with it, but I'm saying like if I've been known to be like the most critical of One Piece, and I've been known to saying like One Piece is that I, for example, that's like me going, doing something about, with Demon Slayer or something.
oof.
After all the many times I've called Demon Slayer mid, that's like me going there and pretending like I'm hype about this series. Now I never said Demon Slayer was bad, but me doing Demon Slayer content and being quote unquote hyped about it or moments or whatever, I would just feel like I'm being a fraud. Because I've said it too many times to just be like, yo, yeah, Demon Slayer, hell yeah, let's go. Like,
First of all, I was going on Khalil JC, but anyways, yeah, I
and
can
I
feel you.
feel that would
Actually,
be me with One Piece,
the
and I couldn't do
next
that.
couple season of Demon Slayer is gonna be crazy. Like it doesn't. It'll be great.
It's going I don't know. Look, man, I enjoyed Demon Slayer when I read it. I enjoyed it. Of course, I didn't see the hype in it that everybody else did, but that I still enjoyed it for what it was. Do I think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread? Hell no. But I mean, to each his own. To each his own.
It had its moments. Why'd you change your name? Why'd you delete your YouTube? I don't get it.
Maybe he realized solo was not the way.
It led a few people astray here and there.
It has led a few
We
people
started
astray.
new. You know what?
Sometimes you have to start over, fam.
I was forced to start over a couple times, so I understand that.
You and me both. You remember I started over too, fam.
Yes, been there. They're done that.
Too many
Uh,
times.
Demon Slayer the next couple seasons is gonna be pretty good. It's like especially when anime comes out, it's gonna be hype. You will see nothing, you will hear nothing but Demon Slayer.
Of course, when you have studio unlimited budget behind you. Um
I understand.
yeah,
One Piece,
I couldn't do it, fam. I could not go and, I can't do One Piece, fam.
I keep like every now and then I get it. I keep trying, but then I was like, I just like the glaring, some of the glaring things that they do. I'm like, how do y'all just ignore? Like they take the most mundane chapters and make it like it's the best thing in the world. I'm like, that's how y'all do it. So therefore, I do it.
I mean, we all have our different series that we do that for unconsciously. We all have it. You with Solo. Um, I guess you could say. I don't know. I guess if you want to say Mirror Tower God, I guess you could say Mirror Tower God. But yeah, we all have our series. Trent with Banana Fish.
I
Um,
I forgot to watch.
so
Go ahead, say
we
something
all
off topic.
yeah we always
Guess One Piece is the series to deal with. One Piece is a popular series. I mean, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. One Piece isn't a
no,
bad series.
there's plenty of bad series out there.
I'd say if Luffy beats Kaido 1v1, I will be the.
He's going to eventually. He will eventually. Let's be honest. He will.
I need at least Luffy plus 2 more people.
Okay, the 2 people sacrifice themselves so Luffy can get the dub.
No. I'm just saying Luffy plus 2 people to fight Kaido and win. It's gonna be. It has to be Yamato and Zoro. If it's not those two,
Sanji and Zoro.
Sanji's nowhere near. So they messing up Sanji's character. I don't want to talk.
All you need is a distraction, bro.
The chapter was.
End of the chapter was plot armor.
That's not plot armor. I mean, like if you look
if we're talking about are we talking about Solo or are we talking about One Piece? What are we talking about?
Talking about Solo, I think.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yo, when Luffy woke up, it yelled meat. I was like, yo, I'm about to drop. Just eat.
Or are you talking about the end of Super chapter?
I haven't even read that yet. Somebody spoiled that in my group. It is sitting.
They just sent the panel.
It said a panel of Vegeta. I was like, why? Why? What is this? What we're talking about a family reunion. Why are you doing this?
Right. I haven't read Boruto yet. I heard it was good, but I don't know why people getting excited over Super just for Vegeta to take that L. I don't know why Vegeta fans. I don't know why y'all Vegeta fans keep doing this to yourselves, bro. Why? It's literal insanity. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting to get different results.
Maybe
don't stop doing this to yourselves. Stop it. Get help. Don't do it. Do not let Toriyama trick y'all yet again and go have y'all looking spooky out here. Don't do it. Why do so many power fantasy or for isekais? It's a ton of isekais, bro. I can't say all of them have these the rape aspect to it, but I don't know many that have that aspect to it. The power fantasy, that's pretty much what the genre is, if we're just being honest. At least that's pretty much what the genre is from what I've always known it to be. You get transported into another world, or you have the reverse isekai where the world comes to you. So that's the genre.
I mean, when it comes to the power aspect of it, I mean, just bring it to actual reality. If you're thinking about it, like you've had that conversation with your friends of like, if I knew what I knew now, I came back as a kid, like would have the advantage would be massive.
Yeah, definitely.
You knew what you knew as an adult, like
especially if you can remember like Powerball numbers and stuff. Boy, you.
Yeah, I mean, so much you could do. So I mean,
right. Talk about plagiarizing songs, boy. You drop them songs before they ever hit. Telling you.
Exactly.
Telling you, fam.
I would.
What? Well, I remember me some Powerball numbers. I'll be in that thing. Especially when they hit that billion that one time.
Yo.
Gotta hit the billion. What's up, man?
Are we live?
Yes.
Yeah.
How long you been live? What up?
Talking about Powerball numbers.
Oh, bro. Hold on 1 second.
He went to go get his chicken.
Yeah, out the plane, bro. Just
yeah, I know. Must be nice, man. Must be nice. I wish I could do that.
Like, hold on. Like, Trent, be going on trips.
Trent be randomly going on trips.
I don't know what he be doing. Like,
what's he doing the competition? No matter what isekais I read, he always has a rate for some reason, like 99%. What isekais are you reading, bro?
Bro, how many have you read? Because there's a lot of out there that has nothing to do with rape still.
Right. It's so many that has nothing to do with that. I need to know list the ones you're reading, bro. Because I need to know how did you end up with all of them ending the same thing.
Yeah, I know a few that have been some suspect main characters, but that many. I don't know how long. I can't even.
I don't want to lie to you, bro. It
My
just
bad,
say
boys. What's up? First of
it's
all,
good.
don't be on there trying to tell these people my whereabouts.
You have a whole Instagram and Twitter that you talk about where you're at.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just fucking around. But yeah, no, my brother actually took us out on a trip to Arizona. That was it.
Yeah,
Had a show a couple weeks before that, but that was in St. Louis, so that was
Oh,
basically in my backyard.
I thought you went out there for a show.
No, man. I'm done for the year competing. I'm tired. I'm eating and chilling.
I feel you. Nothing wrong with
Arizona's hot, right?
Boy, it was hot than a bitch.
I know it was. Shit.
It was crazy, huh, man?
Man, say you forgot their names.
No
Okay.
cap.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started, man. What's up, everybody? Hunter Association here. We are back with another one. Here to talk about all the heat, all the smoke, well, semi-smoke that was given in this chapter. Solo leveling 159. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all know why we're here. You know why you're here. I'm one of your hosts, TheOtakuFix. Y'all already know me. JC, aka alwaysjcarson, and Trent motherfucking Money. Y'all already know what it is. And yeah, so we about to get into this. Trent had a theory that he said, and it looks like he might be correct regarding shadows. So that's always what's up. But if that is indeed correct, does that mean Idris Elba? I'm just saying. We're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about it. So Jin Woo gets jumped, right? We knew that was gonna happen. That was nothing new. And the battle began, the jumping began, and must I say, the art was very nice.
Yes, thank God.
Art was very nice. It wasn't all over the place. I was able to follow it pretty good. I don't know about y'all, but I was able to follow it pretty good. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the chapter overall as it was going. But what was your thoughts on the JC? Like just this battle that was taking place between Jin and the other monarchs.
Oh, it is a, like you said, it's jumping. That is true.
Mhm.
Artwork was nice. Like
Yeah.
I didn't have to. There was one time when I thought that I was confused with what was going on, but it's like looked at it, it's like, oh well, no, this is what happened. Very clearly defined. And it was
Mm-hmm.
doing these strikes, and I just kind of wondered. It's a jumping, but like you have.
Oh, it's a jumping. Let's not put no stipulations on it.
They say no, it's a drama.
It's not really like okay. If you have NPCs, like they call them NPCs, like
Mm-hmm.
the monarchs are the strong ones. You have one person, one monarch, the beast monarch, who's a brawler, gonna be in your face, and you have two people who would do AOE attacks, or just they aren't attacking you directly.
Okay.
So, I mean, General is not really. Is he getting pressed? Really?
Is he getting pressed?
He's not really. I mean, you got zombies, you got ice monsters. Taking care of those easy.
I mean, he's struggling a little bit. I mean, but granted, it is 3-on-1, so I mean, makes sense.
Okay.
3-on-1 against people that's pretty much the same or stronger than you, and on top of their minions coming after you too. So it is very high difficulty right now, and especially since for majority of the fight, the shadows were rendered useless.
I think the stays.
Wait. First of all, we know that these shadows aren't rendered useless. In reality, I don't know which scans you guys read. I haven't gotten a chance to peep anybody's reaction. But well, I guess I won't see JD since he's strictly OnlyFans. But But at that point, bro, they basically were like, yo, they acknowledged its power to break out of their spells and whatnot. I can't say it's gonna do much physical one-on-one damage, but I would say it's almost, I don't even know a good comparison. Okay, here's a good comparison.
Okay.
You remember in the Cell games
Mm-hmm.
when Gohan, yep, I had to do it. When Gohan is doing his Kamehameha versus Cell,
Okay.
and like they're basically evenly matched ish, and then the other Saiyans or the other Z fighters, like Krillin and them, basically go to Cell's backside and start shooting some blasts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're not necessarily doing the brunt of the damage, but they are assisting just enough for Gohan to take that dub, aka Sung Jin Woo to take that dub. They're still relevant or relevant. That's my take.
Okay. JC like, nah, they still use this, man.
I want them to be like.
He like, they still use it, bro.
I mean, okay. Before we get to all the shadows, first off, like, can't we acknowledge Baru, like, literally just for ego and pride alone, broke out of the ice. Like, my bro was like, my liege, like, somebody touched you. I'm here. Like, I love that part. Like, it's very true to his character. Matter of fact, the question is, I guess Greed can speak and talk, but can Chris or Tusk or Hank talk right now? They just don't want to talk, or
It could be. Well, I mean, all we know is that obviously Baru is stronger. He's the strongest shadow, obviously.
he's commander
On
level
that,
at this current
yeah,
moment.
that's been stated, numerous of times that's Jin's strongest shadow.
Right.
Um, Greed, I would say Greed. I don't know what Greed would rank as a shadow, especially against like Tusk, Egress. I don't really know what he would rank. Obviously, he's up there. He's in the top.
Right.
He's not like, I'm pretty sure I'm more than sure he's stronger than Tank, and he's probably stronger than Iron as well. Tusk, the Orb of Avarice, that's like a different story altogether. So it kind of depends, but I don't know. I don't look. I don't want to say Egress is third strongest or nothing, but
He definitely is.
I don't know. I don't know at this point
I'm
because I don't
giving
know where
Egress
Greed.
the third strongest, and I'm gonna say that, like,
Ooh, third?
yeah, definitely third.
Oof.
Look. All I can tell you is that this is from Jin Woo's quote unquote his mouth himself. He mentioned Greed and Egress when he was training with the Brews. Like, hey, these two are about to overtake you. It was a little taunt, but at the same time,
For sure.
it was a taunt, but at the same time, like, those are his next two. You're not gonna throw out a Tusk or
Well, you could throw out Tusk, but he mainly
Iron.
used Tusk for like,
or the Uber rod if you want to throw him out there.
shout out to the Uber though.
You could throw him out there, but I mean, like, those are the next two. Maybe Egress is the night type, not trying to talk or whatever. Doesn't really need to. I think that's probably his character per se.
Possible.
So I'll give him that much. But at the same time, uh, what are we taking from? At least my translation said that a commander level shadow is like a god of destruction. But what is that? Okay,
What does that mean?
what does that mean? And for power scaling, they made it seem like Brew might be a problem.
Brew is a problem. He is a problem. The problem is there's no power scaling to really figure out how much of a problem he is. That's the main problem.
Well, we
We
can
don't
kind
really
of scale them with the fact that they broke out of a Monarch's, move, because the Monarchs themselves seemed shocked.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? And then they
Right.
seemed almost, and let me know what you guys think, but it almost seemed like they were semi-threatened or semi-worried that like this is turning out to be a lot more than they really factored in. You know what I'm saying? Because I was talking to somebody else, actually Evan Flow or Ebon Flow on Twitter and YouTube. I don't know if you guys know him, but he made a comment about the solo leveling chapter, and I was talking to him about the fact that now they were surprised that Sung Jin Woo was healing towards the end, but the other monarch had fixed his broken his cut off arm.
Right.
And so were they just not expecting him to have the same level of ability or what? Because this seems to be a basic attribute for monarchs at that point, healing.
Yeah, because we seen old boy get his arm chopped off, put it back on like it was nothing. I don't know if that's mainly because they're full monarchs, and Jan is still, he's not even a full monarch. He's just like part monarch or whatever the case may be. And we know Jan has like 2 million potions and everything like that. So I don't know. I don't even know what that can be contributed of.
I would have to give it to the fact of they made it abundantly clear that Jinwoo is a human, and
Yeah.
they don't expect him to be able to use this amount of the monarch's power, the shadow monk's power. They seem to be confused at every level of what Jinwoo is and how strong he is, because they didn't expect him to have a commander level shadow. So they seem to be underestimating what a human can do at this current moment. Don't know if they're really taking him seriously, to be honest with you, because they've dealt with so many. I mean, they've been at war for so long, they dealt with so many people, and I guess they figured that a human couldn't handle this much power, or wouldn't have such power, or have soldiers who are this strong. So, I mean, it seems like they're just underestimating him at this point. But at the same time, like, Peru might be a god of destruction level, but the Inset Monarch hemmed them up real quick. Like, Peru had to call out to other shadows, like, "What are you guys doing? Why are you guys not helping?"
Right, stop being
That was a
trash.
cool little moment. He was like, "Our liege is in trouble, nigga. Stand up."
Right,
I'm saying?
Brew was
Wow.
like, yeah, Brew was like, if y'all don't get y'all trash bum asses
What's going on,
out of
Brew?
this fucking ice and help me.
How about
Help
how about
me.
That's for
Greed?
real what he was saying, for real.
How about
Hey,
Greed literally flexed out that bug, like a literal flex to
yo,
bust out the ice?
I don't know. I'm just saying, if we're going by who came out the ice at different times, that could indicate who's the strongest of the shadows. I don't know, but
Oh,
it
I would
was
probably say that for sure. Wait. In comparison to Greed versus Baru, is that what you guys were saying?
no. What you talking about? Him power scale in the shadows?
Yeah, or just in the other shadows.
No, I was just saying like the shadows in general. I mean, we can put. I was just saying if I don't know if that's a one way of scaling the shadows powers. I mean, it could maybe be a way or maybe not. Probably isn't most likely, but Baru broke out first. We know Baru's the strongest. Little like Greed broke out second, then Igris, and then everybody else follows.
I'm definitely gonna say that's what it is. Greed is second strongest. You got Igris after that. Then you can just throw
I'm
in
with it.
the other ones somewhere in there.
Same, I agree.
But at the same time, like, look, I understand that it's a whole new game now that the shadows are free.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're trying to make it seem like. But your strongest shadow, which is Baru, is literally hemmed up. They might free him, but I don't think they're on the level. Like, they're not going to be worried about the other shadows as they are with Baru. Baru is probably the biggest problem.
But he didn't get hemmed up a second time, right? He's free now because they were slashing through, right?
Oh,
They
Baru.
were teaming up on Kratz. Yeah, him and Baru.
I mean, he got slashed through one time, but the rest of the time, he was doing work.
Yeah, but the Inset Monarch, basically, she whatever that they said basically that the insects formed arms, but she like the reason why Baru yelled out was because like he was hemmed up by the insect monarch. He's not going anywhere.
Well, that was before his full-on breakout, wasn't it? Or no?
He got what they were doing was Baru came out, him and Jinwoo were doing work against the zombies,
Oh yeah,
and
you're right.
and Baru got slashed through. Jinwoo looked like, okay, what happened? And then she was giving Baru like, hey, like, I'm your mom. Like, what you doing? Basically, that whole talk.
Now, what do you guys feel about that? Because we talked about that before. I thought that she may end up being able to temporarily take control of Baru, or Baru may end up, doing like, kind of going to her side for a second. But because she still continued to go with like, hey, you should be obeying your mother type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you guys think that eventually comes or not?
Nah, I don't
If
think that's gonna come.
Yeah, if it does go that direction, it's definitely gonna be like, hey, it's gonna be like a trick. Like Baru's gonna just do that to get close to her and then attack her. If that's what it comes down to, but nah, I don't think so. I think she's just kind of an ego type of thing. Like, okay, I made you. You should be following me type situation. Don't let this dude like take control of you. That type of shit.
I don't
I
think
think
that's gonna
Baru's
happen.
the only real issue. I think everybody else is kind of running. What's going on? Kind of just running interference at the end of the day. Is that what it's going to be? Like Shadow's kind of running interference while 1v1 somebody? Then that's kind of how
You
he
got to
wins.
utilize them. You got to utilize what you got at hand. I mean, you getting junked, but you got a whole army of thousands of people that are regenerative. You know what I'm saying? And now that we know that the heavy hitters are out, the Monarchs all were like, okay, look, the big boys is out. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the way I see it's going, bro, Baru's gonna tag team with Jinwoo, and the rest of the shadows are gonna take care of all the other like the insect people and all of that, all of them other people. That's how I'm seeing it.
I give you,
And just
I give you
that
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 much.
because it looks like Baru is the only one that can even potentially hang a little bit, and the rest of them they'll just pretty much be taking like all the little insect people and the mountains in the background, making sure they don't get in the way. But I mean, he's still gonna need help. Jen's still gonna need help at the end of the day. Somebody gonna have to help this man. That's not gonna get bodied in 2 seconds.
Oh,
Spooky.
that is a good question.
What? What was the question?
So you remember back during the Jeju Island, Jin made the Ant Queen. Well, I mean, okay, so I guess to answer that question, Jin made the Ant Queen into a shadow, and then she inherently took control of the other shadows because she was a shadow. The Jinwoo shadows are completely under her control. That for some
Mhm.
reason, if you were to assimilate, take over the Ant Queen, make her a shadow, then you have quote unquote control over the shadows.
Mhm.
That's because the shadows are shadows, whether they're ant shadows or how the series.
For the most part, yeah.
I mean, okay, so are we? I don't- I have a hard time thinking. Hey, maybe I'll give him this one. It is 6 times out of 10.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say Baru is beating Thomas Andre Threat, right? 6 times out of 10, I think he's gonna win that fight. I don't think when it comes to a Monarch, do that much, especially since like he's already shown to be in the fight as long as it wasn't a Monarch. But then when it came to a Monarch, like doesn't seem that effective.
Let me ask this real quick. Yeah, Sarah, we know Baru is like much higher, and they said he's pretty much a god of destruction. But where does a god of destruction rank in solo leveling against monarchs? Where does that rank? Where can we to get an idea of how powerful Baru is? Or is like Baru and the monarchs is like Wiz and Beerus? Like, because we know Wiz is like can shit on Beerus anytime he wants to. So is that kind of how we're looking at it, a Wiz versus Beerus type thing? Like Beerus can't be fucked with until Wiz comes, and then when Wiz comes, it's all over.
Okay, wait. Re-break it down. Who we calling? Who is Wiz in this situation, and who's Beerus?
Wiz will be the monarchs. Beerus will be Baru. And I'm trying to gauge a power scaling for Baru because they said Baru was pretty much a god of destruction, a catastrophe in and of itself.
100%. So let me say it like this.
But we don't know where that ranks. Where does that even play a part?
I've been trying to tell y'all, and this low key might have confirmed it. Baru would have washed this nigga Thomas Andre. Would have straight washed this nigga.
He was waiting on that.
Bro, because they ain't say that shit about Thomas. They ain't say that shit about Thomas.
Why? Man. JC, like, I ain't about to do it. I ain't about to get into it.
Oh, you thought I wasn't, huh? Look. Okay, all I'm saying is I don't know who is stronger. Who knows that part, right? All I know is that when it came to Baru versus Jinwoo, just during a sparring session, like Baru might as well not even been. Jinwoo didn't break a sweat. He didn't do anything. It was a no diff fight. The same thing with Thomas Andre in the webtoon. It was a no diff fight.
Right.
Okay, so but we have to go. Next thing you know, we have to go to Monarchs.
Right.
So Thomas Andre versus Monarch, like, look, he didn't do that much damage. I mean, it was a brawling fight. He got a couple hits in. At the end of the day, he lost. All I gotta say is when Baru went against a Monarch, I mean, he got no one like instant Monarch, one slash, half of Baru's body's gone, Baru's back. He's being held down by Monarch by like whatever these magic hands are, these super huge. Like Baru's is hasn't been a factor. Hasn't been anything in this, right? He's killing NPCs, and then when it comes to Monarch, so that's all I go by. Monarchs, at least Thomas Andre did a little bit of work.
True.
But who's stronger? Maybe Bruce still might be stronger. Who knows? But I'm still going with Thomas Andre. When at least the webtoon show Thomas Andre doing. That's all I got.
He tried.
You know, he put in. He tried to put in some work. At the end of the day, it was not enough. Not even close.
Like I'm saying, bro, I'm just mad they put this man in this series just to get washed.
That's so leveling. Everybody gets washed.
Like this, yeah, but everybody so far has some type of moment, you know, has some type of grand moment. Cha, Troy, Bach. You get where I'm going with this. Everybody has some type of moment. They literally brought this man Andres in here just to get his ass.
Hold on. I have the question. When did Bach or Troy or Baby Girl have their moment?
Jeju before Baru, pre-Baru.
They were killing.
Fodder, yeah.
But what I'm saying is, we got to see them do something.
Okay.
Andre came in and literally just came in to get his ass whooped.
Okay. Wait. Come on. I was also Mr. Thomas Andre hater. I want the people in the chat to know I had to hate on Thomas Andre because I'm Team Sung Jin Woo. I'm always gonna side with the realest nigga. But if Thomas Andre, if we just like wrapped the bios and I just saw the character designs, Thomas Andre would be up there. Tattoos, long hair, toes out.
Character design is fine.
Yeah, and he wrecking niggas for sure. I love Thomas Andre, but
he didn't wreck nobody.
Whoa! He did. We did get to see him. We didn't get to see him, but we knew that he was basically running through dungeons like with ease, solo dolo, and we knew that he was punking niggas out they tie. That don't happen on the street. We never seen a nigga do that. We never seen a nigga punk a man out his tie. Then we saw him face the wolf or the beast monarch. He lasted a lot longer than we thought. I'm gonna give my man Thomas Andre some respects. But
respect too, but I'm saying when you bring in a character that's been hyped as the strongest just to get his ass whooped in his 2 big fights, what am I supposed to do with that, Trent?
What'd you say?
I said when we see a character that's been hyped as the strongest, the pinnacle of hunters, come in and his 2 fights, he literally gets his ass whooped. What am I supposed to do with that? We didn't see warm-ups. We didn't see warm-ups like everybody else. It was off-screen warm-ups. Off-screen, he did dungeons. We didn't get to see that. When we saw this man was holding up the flag twice. Well, the second time he was unconscious. Well, technically, both times he was unconscious. But you get what I'm saying. What am I supposed to do with that, Trent?
No, I'm not saying I 100% disagree with you now. I'm just saying I'm giving him some respect.
I gave him respect, but I'm just saying, what am I supposed to do? I just don't like that they put the man on screen to get bodied.
I don't know. Like, I understand what you're saying, and you're 100% right, because that's my problem with it. But like, they try to give him some feet, right? They try to get the prestige of being the strongest human hunter out there. They tried to give him the S rank gate that came out, and he soloed. I mean, he soloed it. He went in there. They accomplished that feat.
Yeah.
With relative ease.
Right.
Like, they try to give him some feats to say, okay, he's not weak. But they put him against the main character. And then they put him against one of the final bosses. Those 2 together just wasn't the way to do
it. And I'm not saying he couldn't have went against Jinwoo and he couldn't have went against the Monarchs and lost. All I'm saying is I would have liked to have been given a warm-up. Let's see him in a dungeon. Let's see him, doing different things before these battles, beating monsters, something. We didn't get none of that.
Nope.
We just got this man getting washed repeatedly. And I feel bad for him that this was his life.
I mean, yeah, it was his life on screen. It was like maybe the light novel did it better in explaining his feats or going through his S rank, gate situation, giving us more so we know how strong he is or what he's done. Webtoon just didn't give us anything. Like, oh, he defeated S rank gate.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the strongest. Oh, he's punking people left and right.
Yeah.
And he gets no diff.
Right.
No diff and then low diff. Well, you don't hype up a character for him to get low. Especially like maybe like the only exception is during the beginning of the story. You could do that and make your characters stronger than him at the beginning of the story because you're like, oh, this is the pinnacle power. Then you say, oh, well, your main character surpassed him. Now you have even stronger enemies ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go to the end of your story with this character being the strongest. Then you just overtake
When you
him so easy.
right
It's the end of the
when you
story. You
finally
don't do that.
right when you finally show him, it was like, oh yeah, just go ahead and body him,
Yeah, just
get him
he's
right,
just the strongest human.
right,
He's nothing. Like,
right. And are we even gonna see this man again? Was this like literally the last time we're gonna see this man, or are we gonna see him in a hospital? Either way,
what's the point?
it's a bad. That's what I'd be saying. What's the point? But I'm saying, like, are we even seeing this man again? Our last memory of Andre is gonna be this man is unconscious on the ground. They going to the hospital across the street, grabbing a wheelchair and rolling this man out of danger. I don't want that to be my last vision
I
of him.
do.
Why?
I don't mind. I want Thomas Andre, every nation level hunter. I don't want to see them anymore. I don't want because they at this current moment in the story they're so outclassed. No reason for them to be there.
It isn't.
And I hate
Unfortunately.
that, right? I want them to be relevant. Like, at least if they were a shadow, they can regenerate and keep fighting. But at this current moment, like S ranks, nation levels,
Mhm.
what are you doing here? I want Jinwoo's dad, and that's it. That's nobody else.
And I mean, and like um Solo said, aka Badass Nidhogg, he was like, it's solo leveling. We get it. We get it solo leveling. We get it. It's all about Jinwoo rising from the depths of being trash and becoming the overwhelming strongest to save the day at the end. But you still would like to see some kind of character development. You still would like to see some characters do something from time to time. You still would like the story to be better.
I would say this story kind of um suffers from
Mediocre.
it like spikes. Whenever you do a story, you want it like kind of like a bell curve. You want a slow ascension to being the strongest. Then you might fall off and then go back to this. You want progression to getting to be the strongest. Then someone be stronger than you. It's that soul leveling is definitely nothing but a spike. You literally goes from being the weakest, and then there was a slight little lull where he was, average at best, and then I'm stronger than everybody. All of a sudden, and he continues to be stronger than everybody. Like, well, who else here? JD talking, but
Oh, that's my B. I
yep.
hit mute. I hit mute by accident. That's my fault. My bad, bro. But I was saying maybe it's because it happened so rapidly. His progression, like before we knew it, when this man went to his first dungeon, this man was like what B class or A? No, he was A, right or right at A or A when he went to the dungeon with the ice elves on his first one.
His first out my
The
head,
first
his
one we seen,
first
the
dungeon
first
that we seen.
yeah that he went in. That was with the ice elves, right? Where he went in with people.
Oh, when it was people, yeah, when it was people, he was definitely yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
was
was like A rank.
yeah. By that time, when we was everybody else, definitely A rank.
And then I mean, and we know once you hit A rank, it's like all you hit is S, and then that's it from there. I don't know. Maybe that was just yeah. He was high A. His first dungeon, he was high A. So it was like, where do we
Who are
go
we
from
talking
here?
about?
General.
No, we were just talking about maybe the problem is Jinru's progression was so rapid that if the story was fleshed out a little more, it could have gave a better feeling and more satisfaction out of the story.
I mean, if you want to be
Because
honest,
like when Jinwoo first got his powers, he was E. He did a few fights with the wolves, and then he killed the snake. And then next thing we know, he's going into A rank. Well, he kills the assassin or whatever, and the two brothers. And next thing you know, when he goes into his dungeon, he's already high A rank. And then after A is S, and then once you hit S is damn, that doesn't matter as much anymore.
well, they did go into for they never did go into this really, but it was mentioned of S rank. You had double S, you had triple S rank. Like they had those different variations between S ranks, and then they had the other countries who had better technology who could kind of differentiate between the S rank. Korea didn't have the technology. Japan did have technology, and kind of power scale the other S ranks to show like just give a little differentiation. But they never did expound on that after they explained it. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean that'd have been good for the story to tell you where Jinwoo was instead of kind of giving a little bit of attention just to realize like, oh well, it was already stronger than people anyways. Maybe not a lot stronger than they were, but he was already stronger. So we have a B ranked, person who ends up being iron.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that Jen's A rank.
Yeah,
Therefore, he's gonna win this fight. Maybe a little bit
easily.
of tension, but
Yeah.
easy. Then every other fight after that, besides the Baron fight, I would like to make that clear. The Baron fight, he was not the strongest there. Baron was definitely stronger than he was at the moment.
Yeah, Baron was putting the work on him. That
He
was
was he
fact.
was putting to work on him, but every other fight after that, Ben has been the strongest person. He might not have known it at the moment, at the time, but then he realized like, oh, I'm stronger than you are. Go ahead and win this. Kind of
So
unfortunate.
so you didn't. I'm just answering a question in the chat. So you didn't. Are you saying you didn't expect us to criticize the series after 100 chapters in, or are you saying when you went 100 chapters in, um, you didn't expect you would criticize the series as much? And I'm
Yeah,
ready to
because
go
I mean, what
through
kind
it.
of show would this be if we didn't criticize? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what kind of analysis would it be if we didn't criticize? Now, don't get me wrong. Wednesday is what I look forward to. You know what I'm saying? I love my solo leveling chapter. So when we criticize it, it ain't that we hate it. It's just you gotta discuss these things when you're discussing the chapter.
I think
Right.
I think like what he's trying to say is like 100 chapters in. What are we on?
159.
I mean, maybe after the first season, I would not have expected to get to this part and be like, oh, there are so many things I see wrong with the series. I get that part. Like I definitely didn't expect that. Like the first season solo leveling was the probably the highest,
Oh yeah.
it has been. And we're all like, okay, solo leveling. If it's on YouTube, that went, everybody's talking about it, everybody's realizing how good of a series it is the first season. And done.
Right. So
I got for you at that point. Like, what do you? Much as we love the series, like, there's not much you can really do. You're gonna have to criticize it if you're being honest with it. Like, you're gonna have to say, hey, this is what I'm seeing. This is what's going on. Uh, there are definitely holes in it. Jinwoo has not lost or had a really hard, difficult fight. That's like one. It is what it is at that point, right?
yeah. I mean,
And I
go
mean,
ahead.
I was just gonna say, One Piece is 900 chapters. People still criticizing that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're
It
reading,
deserves it.
you gotta you just have to do the due diligence. You got to be like, yo, this is what's wrong with what we're reading. Now, and ain't really nothing wrong with that because, like whoever's writing it is mortal. Like, I would like to say that I would write a flawless story, but when you get to reading it and trying to understand somebody's world and stuff like that, there's always going to be those extra thoughts that you have. You're not going to be able to create a flawless world with, with no different routes that could have been taken or different, or things that don't really add up. You know what I'm saying? You got to progress the story in a certain way. We knew he wasn't going to die. So, like, him leveling up and not, now don't get me wrong, he should have probably got challenged a lot more, maybe.
Right.
But I enjoyed, like JC said, I enjoyed season 1, the come up, the climb. And right now we low key in right back in the peak solo. Like, this is hype shit right now.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, no story is perfect. It's always going to be something wrong with some kind of story that's going to be trash. Like, no matter how great not say how great, but no matter how much you love the author of a particular series, something is always going to suck about it. Like, no matter how much people love One Piece isn't perfect. No matter how much people love Tower of God isn't perfect. Berserk, Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, whatever is your favorite piece of fiction.
Or Hunter x Hunter is perfect. No big deal.
Hunter x Hunter is not perfect. Not by a long stretch.
I couldn't name the flaws, but go off. No, I'm kidding. I enjoyed Hunter x Hunter though, but I only watched the anime.
That's all you need to do.
Hey, just consider the anime the entire series because he gonna die before it finishes.
Yeah, he definitely will die for that.
He already said he's going to die before Hunter x Hunter is finished. So, as sad as that is,
it is very sad.
That is extremely sad. And it's not like he's busting his ass writing. It's the crazy part. He literally writes like what? A volume a year? A volume every 2 years? Or 2-3 years?
He do be taking his time. So I guess to end this off, my question is, that's a 2-part question. Was I the only one who had forgotten because it hasn't happened in so long that Jen has status recovery? That's part 1. And then number 2, do you think his shadows being in the fight is really going to sway the fight that much?
No. Shadow's not going to sway the fight at all.
Do you remember about the status recovery?
What was the second part of the question?
So the first part was status recovery. Second part was, do you think the shadows are going to sway the fight?
Yo, shadows were definitely swaying it. Status recovery, I didn't forget about, but it wasn't necessarily in the forefront of my mind. I wouldn't even have in my mind called it status recovery. I just knew that he could heal. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I don't think the shadows are going to really do anything in this fight, mainly because if Baru is the strongest and we're looking at it from God of Destruction versus Angel and DBZ reference, then what am I supposed to be expecting here? So I mean, status recovery, whether he healed on his own, whether he used a potion, regardless of the fact, I mean, it's still 3v1. So
yeah, that was my aspect. I was like, I literally just forgot it. I was like, hold on, like I forgot he could do that because it's been so long since he
got injured,
fatal damage or injured
right
to the point of needing to do something. I guess the architect fight was him being he did get damaged in that, but
that was more.
But the system was down at that point, so
yeah. So that was just him being like mortal, mano y mano, no powers, no nothing, no recovery, just straight fight, straight hands.
But I'm still expecting this elf in general because unless somebody jumps in who's strong enough, it's still 3v1.
Yeah, still 3v1 at the end of the day.
Totally outnumbered. Shadows, NPC versus NPC. Technically, the Jinwoo wins that, but that's not what it is. 3 monarchs. versus 1,
Yep.
gonna get saved. I guess. Who knows? Main character plot armor. As far as I know.
Hate to see it. But so what we rating the chapter, fellas? Scale of 1 to 10.
I'm gonna 9.5. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, about the same. Man.
Yeah. It was a good chapter. I had nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you cannot give it anything less than a 9 for real.
Yeah. Good chapter.
I could see an 8. Nah, 9.
Good man, but
He tried. He tried it, didn't he?
He tried to quit, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I could see an 8, but nah, I'm gonna stick with 9. That's how it is, man.
I was gonna give him an 8 and some change if people just wanted more, but like, nah, you really shouldn't have much to complain about from this chapter unless you were just upset of, like, kind of we were talking about earlier, the direction or the story in general. Like, yes, we're criticizing the story, but we've already accepted it. Like, I don't want that to be confused. We're not.
Yeah, we accepted this a long time ago.
Yeah. We know what it is, but we're still gonna talk about the possibilities of what it could have been. You know.
Yeah. JC like, It's always tired guy, JC. It's always tired guy.
I keep trying to read that. It's
Come on home.
It's not that good.
It's greatness.
Maybe one day to be great. I just haven't got there yet.
Greatness, man.
You just haven't got there yet. A couple hundred chapters in.
Yeah, I still haven't got there yet.
Greatness. Facts.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Shout out to Jungle.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Shout out to Overgear. Shout out to Jungle Juice. Shout out to Ranker, who lives a second time, which is actually a better Jinwoo than Jinwoo. That's right, I said it.
I'm not listening to that.
Oh, yo, let me tell y'all about Ranker real quick. Ranker, who lives a second time, has ripped off every series I've ever read.
Really?
Fam. Solo. Wait, what was it? It was. I'll have to read it. I'll put it in like Discord. It was like 20 different fucking series. Like it was Solo. I want to say My Hero, Hunter x Hunter, Naruto. The shit's crazy, but it's good. But it's crazy. It's fucking. It's weird, fam. But Ranker, yeah, good, great series. He a savage, Thug Life.
Maybe
we'll see.
Yeah, I was say we'll see. If I ever get
there. Yeah. Shit.
I gotta read Dragon Ball Super. I'll read it tomorrow.
It was gas.
That's what I heard.
Look,
and Boruto. Shout out to Boruto.
Super was not gas, bro. I refuse to get hyped for Super. All for this man Vegeta to take an L.
Oh, he's gonna take an L. He has to.
I'm not getting hyped for this just for this man to take an L next month, bro. I'm not gonna do it.
I only even say he has to because it's like where the story. Like, there's only a couple possibilities without spoiling JC too much. Like,
Fusion.
If Vegeta wins, then what happens? You know what I'm saying? So he's got to low key take an L, but maybe he just takes the L in a different way, or maybe you know what I'm saying? Because like, I don't know. I'm almost low key thinking. Okay, JC, you guys you're caught up besides this chapter, right?
I know he has some sort of god destruction power that he.
I just meant like in general with the plot that's going on, because like, you know, there's like that team of like bandits or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm caught up. Somebody, my group chat, put the panel of Vegeta up, and I was like,
unless that other guy that was supposed to be their like prize fighter is still low key banging with the guy who just became the strongest in the universe, like they got to take an L here. Yeah, I'm just wondering what's the order. When is the guy gonna get hit that he was duped? You know what I'm saying? Into fighting Goku and Vegeta, because Vegeta don't give a fuck. He just be talking shit. You know, he basically like, yo, I know who this dude is. He's not listening, so I'm just gonna rub it in his face that his planet's destroyed, and we're gonna fight. But yeah, so I want to know if there's gonna be a reconciliation before there's gonna be a dub, and if there is, then there's got to be a stronger villain coming for the arc.
Look, man, Vegeta fans have been waiting for this moment for years,
They're gonna be
and
still waiting.
every time y'all get y'all hopes up, thinking today is the day Vegeta will get some damn respect, and Toriyama gets y'all every time. He gets you every single time. He just dangles the carrot because he know y'all gonna be all excited. And then what he do? You reach for it? Oh, gotta be quicker than that. He gets you every time. He's gonna get you again. Don't let him do this to y'all. Stop it. Stop letting him do this.
Commit said decades, fam.
That's what I'm saying. Stop letting this man do this to y'all. You know damn well Vegeta's gonna take this L. Now it might not be ass whooping, but he gonna take a
That's
L.
all we can ask for. No. That's all we ask for. Don't get like embarrassed.
Don't get embarrassed like he always do.
Like the boo thing was embarrassing.
Which boo? Kid Boo?
Kid Boo was embarrassing.
Oh, look, that was his worst ass whooping he ever took.
Exactly. Kid Boo was embarrassing.
Kid Boo was his worst ass whooping he ever took. Kid Boo whooped this man for like an hour.
Cell was just dumb. He should have killed Soul a long time ago. And then then Frieza was Frieza. He wasn't nowhere near strong enough for that.
Right.
And Goku was.
I don't want to get misconstrued. Don't get me wrong. I don't want. I'm not a Vegeta fan. I'm a fan, but I'm not Team Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? So, he's not necessarily hyping me up to take no L because yeah, that's cool. Vegeta. Don't get me wrong. Vegeta impressed me this chapter. I still expect him to take an L. He just impressed me beforehand. Shout out to Naruto and Boruto though. He impressed me as well.
Shout out to Naruto fan. Poor Vegeta fan. One day, people, he'll get a. No, he won't. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding?
No, he won't.
That man ain't never getting no dub. Not unless him and Goku fuse. That's the only dub that man getting. Shit, he lucky he wasn't there with Broly because I don't even know how Frieza survived that because Broly
Run it!
So welcome. An hour and a half.
Stop.
Your ass whooping for an hour and a half.
Yeah, he should. And you know what, bro? He shouldn't even survive that shit.
Oh shit, dog! I died laughing. Like when they showed back up and they just showed Frieza just getting thrown across the screen. I was like, bro. I counted how many times the fusion fell. I was like, you telling me this man Broly been whooping Frieza ass for over an hour?
Bro, and mind you, it doesn't make any sense in the context of just the power scaling because, like, in the battle with Frieza or whatever the fuck the movie is called, they folded Frieza in like seconds in Super Saiyan Blue, and then they turned around and basically got folded in Super Saiyan Blue by Broly, and then Broly comes and all of a sudden Frieza can last an hour and a half with these niggas when Vegeta basically made this nigga cough up blood in one punch.
That shit was hilarious, bro. I'm crying laughing. That shit was funny. Just remembering that, I made me want to go watch it again just to see Frieza get his ass whooped for like an hour and a half, bro. But yeah, power scaling in DBZ went out the water with Terminator power, bro. Like, there's no way Master Roshi should have been there. There's no way Krillin should have been there. Shit, there's really no way Gohan and Piccolo should have been there. If we being honest, they had literally no reason to be there. Androids, fine, because they don't need ki. And they're just there, but there's no reason they should have been there.
I can make arguments.
Who, Krillin?
Nah, Gohan and Piccolo. That probably mainly Gohan.
Gohan's Saiyan strength, we can get there. But everybody else, like, come on, Roshi shouldn't even been there, fam. That man should have had a heart attack trying to fight, bro, at his old age. Like, stop it. Stop. Krillin sucks. Oh, don't do Krillin that, bro. don't, don't. Wait, hold on. We got a bowl going. We got a bowl.
Yep, somebody signed an alarm. Bowl bet. Bowl bet.
Bowl bet on what? What's the bet on?
Dragon Ball Super.
What? What is it?
Vegeta gets this dub. Now I need to know what I need to. In the next chapter.
Spades? What? Spades?
In the hand.
Oh, shit.
Now.
Against who? Granola?
Yeah, I need to know the stipulations of this bet because, in my opinion, I feel what he's saying. The chapter was laid out like Vegeta was gonna win. That's why I feel like he's got to lose.
It's always laid out like he's gonna win.
Yeah, and so I either think the fight is gonna get stopped by a third party like thing, or Vegeta takes this L. So I need to know if I still get my bowl if the fight is stopped third party.
Look, man. Look, this is how the fight should be. If Vegeta gets bodied, Trent wins. If Vegeta wins and bodies Granola, then Trent loses. That's the bet because we can't be adding in these third party stipulations. If a third party entity comes in and disrupts the fight, then the bet is canceled. It has to be one on one, mano y mano. Who gonna get body first?
Okay, I'll take that.
All right. Because somebody come in and disrupt, then that's just a whole nother thing, you know. Because one of them can get seriously injured, and then the other one bodies them, and that's not really, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% in.
Yeah,
he's definitely getting beat, bro. It's just no way. Because if Vegeta wins, then this arc is over. Basically, like unless something else happens after, so that's why he's got to lose.
Fusion.
Who betting? Not me.
No, Trent and Commit.
Oh, y'all go for it. I'm about to say, not me. I'm not.
JC, like I learned my lesson.
Not for this.
Not
for Vegeta. Nah.
When it comes to Vegeta, I ain't betting nothing.
No, I'm not.
My nigga Commit is committing to greatness already. Let's get it.
I would never commit to Vegeta winning. Unless he's playing spades or something. Or he's doing another karaoke.
Karaoke Vegeta.
Badass says, I think the bet is if Vegeta gets fodderized or not. If he loses but was not fodderized, it's fine in my opinion. I mean, I'm not going to call him fodderized. You can't really say any of these niggas has been fodderized because they've banged a little bit low-key. But he did, like, legit wish to be the strongest in the universe. You really can't combat that. Like, you're gonna get beat. You know what I'm saying? Right. I did like how Vegeta was like, even now I'm growing stronger, but it's like, bro, I just don't see what happening. It was even in Goku's explanation, it was like he knew his shit was different, but he wasn't like, oh, this is a different nigga out here. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like, oh, I gotta get back in the time chamber or something. He just recognized shit was off or shit was different.
Goku was barely winning, and this man cut his strength in half. And Goku was barely keeping up. And that was with Ultra Instinct.
Now, we also know Goku took a couple, I can't say cheap shots, but he took a couple shots before they was hip to what was going on. And you know how Goku is, unfortunately.
Yeah, well,
Goku just be getting...
Right, he's stupid.
Yeah. Goku just get hemmed up by the stupidest situations. But like, just him bullshitting around gets him caught up.
Yeah, but let's be real. Vegeta ain't too far behind.
No. Again,
Vegeta you telling me Vegeta had this whole form ready, and this man got his ass whooped first and was like, you know what? It's time to bust out the old God of Destruction for him. Like, Negro, why didn't you do that in the beginning? That's your MO. Goku is the stupid one. You supposed to go full speed out the gate.
But there probably, you don't know. Maybe there were stipulations, or maybe there is stipulations that we don't know. Like he may just be, it may drain him of it. He may use too much energy or whatever. And I don't know. I feel like the first one was more of a scaling thing. Even in this form, I don't know how much of a chance he has. This thing granola is too big or too beastly. What up, Seraph? My nigga Seraph came through.
They betting Chipotle bowls on whether Vegeta is gonna win or lose next chapter, Seraph. That's the bowl.
And first of all, have you boys peeped to your eternity yet?
I not read. I watched like I want to say like 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, honestly, bro, JC, you peeped it.
Watched the first 2.
Oh, I think I did. I think I did see you say you watched number 1 and you didn't know why you hadn't want to watch number 2, but now you say you watched number 2.
I think I watched number 2.
The last I don't know which episode it was. The last one I watched was when he was in the desert and then he got eaten by a bear. I think it was or something like that. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, the like the bear with the spears.
Yeah, I don't know what episode that was.
Onigum or something like that. Yeah. Bro, I'll tell you what. That's in my running for favorite anime this year so far.
It's really good. I heard it's really good. So I heard that from people. So,
bro, I live low key. Like that shit almost brought me to tears. I was like, yo. I had to pause it, and I was like, I had to like, I'm like sitting there on vacation with the family. I'm sitting there watching on my iPad, the kids are swimming, and I'm like, yo, I had to put the motherfucking iPad down. I was like, yo, this is wild, bro. I was like, nigga, this is just too much for me to like just take in right now. No way.
I've seen a few series like that, bro. So I definitely know where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's intense, bro. You guys gotta check it out. I'm
gonna try to finish it one day.
Yeah, for sure, bro. And that's only like 13, 14 episodes out so far. You guys have already seen the premise of it, so it's like that. Those kind of things really like when it's not a hyped show, like it's something like this that kind of really catches me. Like I like this whole just concept of the entity or whatever it is, like experiencing like life. You know what I'm saying? In its various forms. You know, whether it be like changing by the stimulation and all that other kind of stuff. Just like. That's low key dope, you know.
Yeah. What you like? Tokyo
Revengers.
Yeah,
I do enjoy. I enjoy it, but differently. You know what I'm saying? Different shows, but yeah, that mug is hard so far. Them niggas is like grown men, though. Like them niggas is sliding on motorcycles, stabbing cats, bro. It's a lot.
Shout out to Takamichi, man.
Hey, Takamichi. But no, my guy is who's my guy? Mikey. Mikey's my boy. Mikey. Yep.
Man, Takamichi, the crybaby hero, bro. Shout out to him.
Yeah, them niggas some thugs in that show, bro.
Facts. JC, like, I ain't watching none of this shit. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Bro, you ain't watched Tokyo Revengers either, bro?
The last. Now I've watched it. I just haven't watched it recently. I have watched 4 episodes.
Yeah, I'm not caught all the way up, but I had spammed like the first few. But yeah, no, it was some gas.
You gotta catch up, fam. That episode 12. That's all I can say.
What'd you say?
That episode 12 of Tokyo Revengers, bro.
Oh, hold on. I don't know them by the number. Let me see. I'm gonna go to Grind Country Road app right now.
I don't know if you got the episode 12 yet, but episode 12, bro. Shit. Now, that was that tearjerker moment.
Jerry was going to.
Oh, is this
I'm not sure what y'all doing.
We're gonna.
This is not the one where he gets hemmed up in the car, right?
Jesus, he get hemmed up.
Every
time in the city.
Like, but you know what I mean. Well, baby girl also does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that motherfucker.
That motherfucker.
I think when Homeboy did what he did.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That mo was hard, bro.
Yeah, man. That was a little tough. That's when I think I had tweeted like, yo, like this nigga cannot win, bro. Like,
right. I'm like, they can't let my guy live, bro.
You can take no fucking dubs at all, bro. Like when you think he is taking, he takes dubs in the past, but he still takes the same future out. You know what I'm saying? Like he goes through
Well,
Go ahead.
before we head out, y'all, I know JC ready to go. I gotta ask y'all this question. A My Hero fan on Twitter said no MC. No, he ain't even say no MC. No character has gone through more pain and heartache than Deku. How y'all
Oh.
feel about that?
I'm gonna ignore that. Deku ain't went through.
Yeah, he ain't really been through shit.
I just wanted to know y'all take on it because I just couldn't believe it personally that somebody.
Well,
I mean, he has. I'm
I
talking
mean,
shit.
he's went through some stuff, but it's like when we're talking about characters who went through pain and suffering,
okay,
it's like
I'll give
bro,
He's
you.
like 12, bro. Like everything. He went through everything, nigga. They ran up on him in season 1. His life was in danger.
Deku?
Yeah, they was in school.
Dog.
Hiraki getting them pulled up, nigga. That don't happen to everyday students.
Bam.
pulled
So,
up, but
we
he
gonna
didn't.
sit here and act like we got characters
With
that
a
have
normal.
a normal character,
With a normal.
bro. Trent. Trent. Come on now.
Nigga, his
on.
nigga got kidnapped. Bakugo. Come on, bro.
So
Kidnapped?
somebody getting kidnapped is going through something?
He done broke all the bones in his body.
Look, that's the only thing I'm gonna give you.
Physical
The only thing I'm
trauma?
gonna give you is physical pain. Every time he uses power, he broke a bone. I mean, that's enough physical trauma for anybody to go through. But the rest of that stuff, he had all might.
I'm reaching. I'll give it to you. I'm reaching.
He had all might.
Yeah.
All the
Well,
other
you missed-
heroes. He had his
You Mr.
friends.
Fantastic right now.
I was trying to think about who's dead, but I couldn't think. Think of anybody. Is anybody dead, right? Is anybody dead yet?
Not
My
anybody
hero?
he cares about.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, manga wise, yeah.
Yeah, anybody. Well, I mean, I'm in the manga too, and I don't even remember
Nobody
who's
he
dead.
cares about. No.
No, whatchamacallit? The old guy.
No, Torino's still alive.
Torino's
Yeah.
alive. He's alive still.
I thought Torino died.
Nope.
Yeah, no, he's
He's
survived.
still alive.
Oh, did he? I forgot, bro. They wrote
And
him.
nigga, ain't nobody
I think
dead.
that one teacher, the one that half naked.
Torino died. Half naked.
Yeah, the
Some people died. I just can't remember.
died.
Could have sworn Torino died, fam.
Nah, they made it seem like he died, but he's in a hospital.
Yeah, they thought he died.
He
Okay.
took his cape, but
It was like life threatening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he pulled through.
lame.
Alright.
They couldn't went through nothing.
Yeah, you're right. He ain't went through shit. He'll be alright.
Shit.
He ain't even been through much as Takamichi, and this nigga only got a few episodes under his belt.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. That's why people hate My Hero fans. If y'all ever want to know why a lot of people hate My Hero Academia, it's because of
Oof.
people who say stupid shit like that.
Now, actually, rewind. Let me go ahead and give Deku something else.
Oh, Lord.
A lot of bodies died during that last thing that
Talking about
the last, yeah, with with Giant
Bro.
Machina or whatever. You know what I'm
Bro.
saying?
Come on, Trent.
Niggas died, bro.
Like 3.
Bro, they know 3. It was cataclysmic, bro. It had to be thousands of big niggas that died.
Hey, I
Right?
can throw out names right now where people that got bodied and died in trauma. And that would
Well, I'm talking about just
trump that
like citizens.
easily.
I mean, citizens that you didn't like.
I mean, if we want to go citizens, I could just bring up the pain arc in Naruto.
That's
was a
true, but
whole-
niggas who also got revived.
Okay, well, let's go with the war arc in Naruto. How many died there?
I don't know, but a lot of niggas also came back.
Nobody
A
came
lot of
back
niggas
from the war arc.
any niggas that got Tsukuyomi was okay. Any nigga that died pre Tsukuyomi, I mean,
That was a lot. Bro,
that was a lot. That whole war arc, nobody got revived.
Yeah, but I won't say
bodies.
that ain't, that's those are niggas in other villages. We don't know them niggas. You know what I'm saying? We only know
I
our
don't
niggas
know
now.
anybody from My Hero who got
In
bodied.
in My Hero Academia,
The citizens, we
right?
don't know nothing
Then-
about them.
Now keep in mind, but in My Hero Academia. But listen. What I'm getting to is in My Hero Academia, the premise of the show is for him to be able to save the citizens. He's a hero.
Okay,
Naruto is like a hero, but like niggas still die. niggas dying in their world is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? In Deku's world, they're supposed to be the saviors of the
But
people.
they die.
Does that make sense?
They die in My Hero.
Okay, the problem.
Right. So it's hard on this nigga.
No, the problem is the fact that All Might is an idiot, and All Might tried to teach Deku to save everyone with a fucking smile on his face. But the thing about All Might and Deku is All Might was a natural at using One for All, but Deku wasn't. So he tried to teach him the same mentality of save everyone, but every time he used the power, he broke a bone. Deku wasn't ready to do that. He's had the power for 2 years, and now he's facing the final boss. Like, they don't make no sense. All Might had his entire life to figure out One for All. Like,
and first of all, Shigaraki went through more than Deku.
Yeah, Shigaraki's backstory
is horrible.
Jesus.
Shigaraki backstory is like, bro, I see why he messed up.
Deku's life been sweet until the last 2 years.
And even then, it was low key sweet, man.
Yeah, like he had Bakugo
just compared.
With him, but how's that? Sweet. Deku got a free pass into the school, bro. He just scored no points to the entrance exam.
Crazy, man.
No. I'm going to bed. Fuck that. Fuck Deku. I love My Hero, but fuck Deku.
All right, we out, y'all.
I won't say fuck Deku right now. I haven't read the last chapter, but he's fine. He's okay.
He's finally a main character. You want to say that much?
That he is. Somewhat. I don't know.
All right. Peace.
Peace.